The economy has certainly slowed, and the labour market has slowed in terms of that post-COVID bump that we got. But as you sort of look forward, I talk about this quite a lot, but I do think that most employers are struggling with one or two areas of shortage. Now, three different types of shortage. One's a labour shortage, another a skill shortage, and a third a talent shortage. And for me, the difference is a labour shortage is jobs where you don't need people to have previous skills and experience and qualifications. You can train them in the job, coffee shop barista, you hire someone, they start, you teach them about the till, you teach them about how to make a great coffee, you teach them about the stuff in the glass cabinets. And within a week, they can be confident. Within 2 weeks, they can be a high performer. So that, and there's loads of jobs in manufacturing, agriculture, contact centres. So lots of jobs where, and obviously hospitality. So a lot of places where we're just looking for people with the right work ethic to turn up and want to do the jobs, and we'll give them the skills. And that's a labour shortage. A skill shortage is more pronounced and is perhaps much more longer term. And it's an area, there's a very clear definition of a skill shortage. It's where we have not enough people in the labour market to fill the jobs that are available with the right experience.
But do you mean the skilled baristas in that?
Yeah, so I mean the obvious. So when I started at the REC all those years ago, 2008, we had 3 or 4 areas of skill shortage, which are still there. So you had digital, you had IT, a range of different IT capabilities. You had engineering, both software, but also every kind of discipline of engineering. And you also had some sort of stuff around finance as well. So you had digital, marketing. So they were areas where you just looked at the labour market and you could see we had more vacancies and total jobs available than the people that had that skills and experience in the labour market. And when I left the REC, that number was up in the 40s and 50s. It's now up in the 60s. So what you've got is more and more areas where you just haven't got enough people with the right skills in the labour market. And then the third area is talent. And talent to me is skill plus. So, you've got to put you want a financial control, you want a great HR person, a great salesperson, but what you're really looking for is they are change orientated. They can live with change, they can manage change, they can deliver change, that they think strategically but can roll their sleeves up and make something happen. And then thirdly, that they have the ability to motivate and inspire others. Now, when you look at most employers, and I spend a lot of time talking to HR directors, and then if I look at my own business, First Bus, we've got all three at play. So I've got a labour shortage with drivers, I've got a skill shortage with engineers, and I've got talent shortages in many of the head offices. So what that means is we are just having to work that much harder on both retention and attraction and hiring people. So we are having to do a lot of things to make sure we've got the right people in our organisation for us to be successful.